Everyone warned her, but some risks are worth taking. The night she walked away from everything she had ever known, the sky was burning red, as if the world itself was warning her to stop. Her hands trembled, not from the cold, but from the weight of the choice she had already made. One step forward meant losing her family, her safety, her carefully built future. One step back meant losing herself forever. Love had brought her to this edge, and love was the only thing pushing her to jump. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of love to change lives, take a moment right now to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps stories like this reach hearts that need them most. Her name was Anya, and from the outside her life looked complete. She came from a respected family, one where traditions were followed like unbreakable laws. Her parents had worked their entire lives to give her comfort, stability, and a future that followed a clear path: education, a good job, an arranged marriage, respect in society. It was all planned long before she was old enough to understand what choice even meant. She learned early how to smile at gatherings, how to nod politely, how to hide the quiet ache inside her chest when people spoke about her life as if it were already written. She met Arav in the most ordinary way, which is often how extraordinary things begin. He was not part of her world. He did not belong to her social circle, her family's expectations, or their carefully guarded image. He was a quiet man with tired eyes and a gentle way of speaking, someone who had known struggle and carried it without bitterness. Their connection grew slowly, not with grand gestures, but with shared silences, long walks, and conversations that felt honest in a world full of pretending. With him, she felt seen, not as a daughter, not as a future bride, but as a human being with fears, dreams, and flaws. Love, however, did not come without consequences. The moment her family discovered the truth, the air in the house changed. Walls that once felt protective now felt like a cage. Every conversation became heavy, every glance sharp with disappointment. They spoke of honor, of society, of sacrifice, reminding her of everything they had given her. They warned her of shame, of regret, of a life filled with hardship if she chose the wrong path. And in their eyes, love was the wrong path. Anya tried to be strong, but strength is not loud. It is often quiet and lonely. Nights found her sitting by the window, watching the city lights blur through her tears, wondering how loving someone could feel like such a crime. She questioned herself constantly. Was love worth losing the people who raised her? Was happiness selfish? Could she survive a life where her parents' doors were closed to her forever? Fear wrapped itself around her heart, tightening with every passing day. The pressure became unbearable when her marriage was arranged without her consent. The date was fixed, invitations discussed, her future sealed as if her heart had no voice. She felt like she was slowly disappearing, becoming a version of herself that everyone wanted but she could not recognize. Arav offered no dramatic escape, no promises of an easy life. He only offered honesty. Life with him would be uncertain, difficult, and far from perfect. But it would be real. The night she decided to leave, the house was silent. Her parents slept peacefully, unaware that their daughter was about to break their hearts. Anya stood in her room, looking at the walls that had witnessed her childhood, her laughter, her dreams. She packed only what she needed, not because she wanted to erase her past, but because she knew she had to carry it with her, whether she wanted to or not. When she stepped outside, the air felt different, heavier, as if the world itself understood the cost of her decision. Life. After leaving was nothing like she had imagined. Love did not magically erase hardship. Money was tight, days were long, and uncertainty followed them like a shadow. There were moments when hunger spoke louder than hope, when exhaustion made her question everything she had done. Arav worked endlessly, his hands rough, his eyes more tired than ever, yet he never blamed her for the life they were struggling to build. Still, guilt gnawed at her. She missed her parents deeply, even when she told herself she had no right to. Society was cruel in quieter ways. Neighbors whispered, opportunities slipped away, and doors closed without explanation. Anya learned how quickly respect disappears when you stop following the rules. She learned how heavy loneliness can feel even when you are not alone. Some nights she lay awake wondering if love was enough to survive a world that seemed determined to punish her for choosing it. But love, when real, does not remain static. It grows through hardship, shaped by sacrifice. Slowly, things began to change. Anya found work, small at first, but honest. Arav's efforts started to show results. They learned how to celebrate small victories, a paid bill, a shared meal, a quiet laugh after a long day. Their love matured, no longer just a feeling, but a partnership built on resilience. Years passed, and with time came perspective. Her parents, once unmovable, felt the absence she left behind. Pride is powerful, but so is love. They watched from a distance as their daughter built a life without them, not destroyed, not broken, but standing. The anger softened into concern, the silence into longing. One day a message arrived, simple and unexpected. Anya stared at the screen for a long time before realizing her hands were shaking again, this time with hope. Reconciliation was not instant or easy. Pain does not vanish because time has passed. Tears were shed, words struggled to find their place, forgiveness approached carefully. But love, even wounded, has a way of finding its path back home. Her parents saw not a rebellious daughter, but a woman who had fought for her happiness and survived. And Anya saw not enemies, but humans who had been afraid of losing her in a world they did not understand. If this story has touched your heart so far, please pause for a moment and engage with the video. Like it, share it, and let us know your thoughts. Your interaction helps keep these stories alive and reaching those who need them. In the end, Anya did not win because life became easy. She won because she chose truth over fear. She risked everything, not for a fantasy, but for a chance to live honestly. Love did not save her from struggle, but it gave her the strength to face it, and in doing so, she discovered that sometimes losing everything is the only way to find yourself. Before the story ends, please comment below and tell us, do you believe love is worth risking everything for? As the sun rose on another ordinary day, Anya stood quietly, watching light spill across the sky, no longer afraid of what lay ahead. She had learned that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it, and in risking everything for love, she gained something far greater than she ever imagined, a life that was truly her own.